Welcome back. Now we're going to talk about the quick access toolbar. The quick access toolbar, as the name implies, is a set of tools that we reference for quick use. The quick access toolbar is located at the top right hand corner of the screen. Right now I have the save command, the redo command, the create new document command, and the undo command as part of my quick access toolbar. But I can customize this. I can make changes to what is available for me here by clicking on this drop down menu. For the most discerning, you would have noticed that the checked ones are correspondent to the commands on my quick access toolbar. Thus, if we uncheck any one of these commands here, they will disappear from our quick access toolbar. To bring it back, we click on it again to check it, and it does reappear. Now, what if you want to bring in something that wasn't there before? Let's say the open command. All we have to do is to click on the open command and it will reappear. To remove it, uncheck it. Now you may look and say, okay man, this is easy. I can see what is going on here. The problem is, what if I'm looking for something that is not right here, that I can't see? That is when you go to more commands. If you click on more commands, you are presented with this Excel options dialog box, something that we've seen before. In this dialog box, you can choose additional commands to add to your quick access toolbar by selecting quick access toolbar here and then scrolling to find the command that you want to ask, click on it and have it added to this section here, which represents your quick access toolbar. Let's say, for example, we look at our screen and say, so I want the strike through command to be part of my quick access toolbar. Thus, let's look for it here. Now that we've opened more commands, we go to S because it's alphabetized. However, there is no strike through here. What is going on? Well, the simple answer is that we are looking under popular commands, and Excel does not consider strike through to be a popular command. That is why you don't see it here. So in order to get to that command, we click on this drop down menu here and select all commands. All commands will give us access to all commands that we can use for this application. They are all alphabetized, so we scroll down to the S section to find strike through right here. By clicking on it and clicking the add button, we can bring it over here. If we want to remove it, we just have to click remove. We can also double click to bring it into the quick access toolbar. But when you look up here, it's still not there. You may be wondering, why is that the case? The reason is because we have not confirmed our selection. In order to do that, we have to click OK. However, before we do that, let me say that you can reset the arrangement or the configuration of your quick access toolbar by clicking on the reset. That will take you back to the default settings. Another thing to note here is that when you make changes here or you're customizing your quick access toolbar, by default it applies to all documents that you ever open. If you don't want it to apply to all documents, you can select the current workbook, for us, which is book 1. If I click this, the changes that I make here will only apply to this book 1 that we're currently working on. So let's effect our changes by clicking on OK. Now we see the strike through command is added here. The other thing I want to show you here is the search button here. By clicking on the search button, we are presented with a chance to save to the cloud. Here we can then be able to collaborate and share with other people through varieties of means. Next, we look at the taskbar. At the bottom here, we see the different views of Excel. Right now we're in the normal view. We can go to the page layout view and the page break preview. Let's go back. We can also increase, we can zoom in and we can zoom out. All right, so these are the different things that you can do down here. Another thing to note here is that you can actually add additional sheets here by clicking on the plus sign. Now we have sheet 2 and the previous one is now sheet 1. Now let's talk about this big screen, the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is comprised of columns and rows. The columns are represented by the alphabets A, B, C, and so on. And the rows are represented by the numbers downward. The intersection between the column and the row is the cell. The cell is represented by the cell map. So in order for you to know where you are on the screen, you can either try to figure out, for example, let's say I click right here now, I can say, oh, this is column D and row 16. And if you look at the cell map, it tells us D16. It's easier when you're closer to the top right hand corner to be able to figure out where you are in your spreadsheet by looking at the column and the row. It becomes a lot more difficult as you go out. Let's say you are somewhere around here. It's very difficult to be able to narrowly gauge where you are. So there's no need to do that. You just look at the cell map here and it tells you where you are. Right now we are AK44, column AK, row 44. Okay. The next thing to talk about here is the formula bar. The formula bar also represents the content of the cell. Let's say, for example, we type in data here. This cell here, cell N31, has the content data, and that is also contained in the formula bar. There's also the insert functions button here to consider. By clicking on the insert functions button, we can summon the different formulas and functions of Excel, something we're going to be doing pretty much later. All right, so that is the Excel user interface. I want you to take a second to sort of go over again what we've gone through in this lesson. We've talked about the share button. We looked at the quick access toolbar, the formula bar, and the insert functions. Take a review of what we did and meet us on the other side.